Hi Star Wars fans and welcome to the channel. On today's video, another top 10. I did one last week. We had the Black Series and of course got to continue. So the Vintage Collection, and this one is going to be my top 10 favourite Vintage Collection figures of 2022. Excellent. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit up subscribe and enjoy the video.
Well, hi, we're going to start off with my honourable mention for the Vintage Collection, and of course it's the Bespin Security Guard. What a great looking card. We've had two releases recently and this is sort of a new picture, I guess. I love it how right at the bottom here we've got the two E11s just like sticking up. It's nice to get another character. Of course we've had two, and I like this lighter blue, more accurate, because they were very dark. The costumes were very dark blue on the original vintage figures, and it's just interesting, the Bespin Security Guard, the hat, all the folds on it, and you really get to see that. And this figure really is good. I mean, a lot of people are put off by this curve we have above the chest. It's a weird sort of, it's strange, isn't it? But it does ruin the look slightly, but we get really good posability on these figures. I do like it, and of course we get a nice weapon. Okay, at my number 10 is Figuring Dan, the Cantina band member. It's great to actually have this on a TVC car back. We need more Cantina guys, don't we? We really do, and the more we get the better. We need some of those Cantina bar guys. I just really but this is a great thing. But of course we've had the Build-A-Figure set now that's going to be released, so you can get the whole set, but it's nice to have one on card. And they've picked the best guy, Figuring Dan, the sort of the main guy. And I think it's Jizz, the name of the music. So is it Space Jazz of some sort? But yeah, he's a very simple figure, you know, black and grey trousers and boots. But they come with all the different instruments, and they've made a hole there in the mouth. So I bring up. So I've got a loose version of him. Had to get one loose. Of course now, as I've said, they're bringing out the whole set. But I had the dreaded bubble mark on here, so I decided to buy another one carded at. Okay, yeah. But I've released the other guy loose. I've got him, and he looks pretty cool, doesn't he? I do like how they got the weather in there on the head. There's a nice bit of colour and flesh tones to the hands. Massive hands. Yeah, I expect they need it playing those sort of big instruments. But yeah, that's my number 10. Okay, my number 9 is Shay Vizsla, Bounty Hunter. Of course, I missed this the first time around. This is the re-released figure with the actual cool the new head scan, and it just looks so much better. And the additional flames, you got the weapons. I mean, they've not changed the car back at all, but I can't believe I missed out this figure. I don't know why. What was I doing to miss out this one out originally? Of course, we've got the removable head, and you get the helmet, which is a cool looking helmet. Just the armor, just all that armor she's wearing. There's a lot of armor in it. But yeah, definitely a cool thing with the nice flame effects on here as well. I love that. But yeah, what a cool looking figure. I'm glad I picked it up. That's my number 9. And of course, my number 8 is Lando Calrissian from Battlefront 2. Now we saw this shirt and sort of white trousers at the very end of Solo. There's that very end scene where he wins the Falcon. I think this is great, having this costume. I'm a big fan of the Solo film and just love this. The car back really stands out, and I just love this yellow shirt with the gliders on it or something. Really cool. I do like the look. And the white trousers. Get the massive weapon there, the silver chrome gun. You can actually play the character in Battlefront, which I've never actually done. But yeah, this is definitely my number 8. And my number 7 is the Magna Guard. Now this is the just fairly been released Magna Guard from the Jedi Survivor game, which none of us have really seen yet. We don't know what it's about or anything, but it's great to get the Magna Guards back again. I missed it, of course, the first time around on the Rangers of Sith card, and I'm a big nut for droids, so I had to grab this one. But I was lucky enough, I picked this off Kapow Toys, and they were selling them individually, and I only wanted this one, so I grabbed it, and they were gone within minutes. So I'm glad I found this one. I didn't want the whole set, So they've already been released before. But yeah, this is so cool. You get sort of a nice material wrapping there around the figure. And I love that sort of electro staff, and you get some like purple bits around it, which is really cool. I think before they were blue, so that I don't know, they've upgraded the weapons or what before. But yeah, we definitely got some sort of new paint job on the armor there at the top, and a slight bit of weathering. I think it's slightly different. I think because the arm, you can see the arms are silver and the legs are more sort of cream color. So yeah, well, there's been some modifications done to these Magna droids, but. Yeah, what a cool combat. I love it. So, sort of give no hint away what it is going to be in the new game, do we? Okay, that's my number 7. Okay, here we go. My number 6, ARC Trooper Umbra Operative. This really stands out. It's such a cool paint scheme for the Trooper. Of course, this is on Battlefront 2, and I've not played Battlefront 2 for a long time. I did play it a lot, but I've never got around to opening and unlocking this armor. But I don't know what it is. I think it's very striking. It reminds you of sort of a bumblebee or something. It's just that you don't want to mess with this guy, do you? And would you see this guy coming at you, you'd be thinking maybe not. But I love it. So it's a standard ARC Trooper. We get 2 pistols, short blaster, long blaster. I just love how the skull comes out on there. It's very, very Punisher, isn't it? It's Punisher, but try not to be Punisher. So I wonder what that would look like with the white instead of yellow. Copyright. Ooh. Okay, my number 5 is Riva, the third sister from the ObiWan Kenobi series. Okay, not everyone's cup of tea in this series, but it's a great figure. They got our likeness down to a T. The pose he's doing there is sort of that sort of might put people's backs up straight away with that pose. Sort of look at me, But that's just the character she is in this film. And I thought she was a great character, and I thought she was okay in this. And the face sculpt on this is absolutely brilliant. They've really got her down to. They really do it well in the vintage collection. I mean, I've seen some of the Black series recently, and they're not really good. I think it's. The people that are sculpting these figures are very good compared to who are sculpting the Black series, but that is a brilliant likeness, and we don't have the glossy, shiny skin. It's really good. I love it. Of course, we get look at that cool lightsaber. Get some material on it, which is nice, so you get a bit of action. But there you go. There's my number 5. My number 4 has to be this Mandalorian Death Watch Airborne Trooper, the Clone Wars. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? This is a great looking figure. He looks mean, doesn't he? He looks mean. I like it. They've got the cool. The helmet's nice. It's got a nice visor to it. Some great detail on it. Nice dark grey and black silvers. We get the 2 smaller guns. We get the extra. We get the bigger gun. And we got some really good holsters on this. You can holster this. We get a really cool jetpack, and it's just nice. Okay, I have the dreaded mark on there, but it's not as bad. But I should really change this one up. But you can't really see it in the light. But yeah, that's my number 4. What a cool figure, eh? I love it. Okay, my number 3 is Boba Fett Morak. I love this sort of repaint of his armor, and he's still got a bit of cloth there on it. I love it. So we've still got the sort of Tuscan robes underneath, and they actually are black and not brown like they've done on the Black series, which is great because that brown did not agree with me at all. Like, look at the blaster. The blaster is massive now, isn't it? We've got some really cool detail on it, and I just love this repaint. I do like it. A lot of people would put off by it, but I think it's great. We get that sort of weird looking pistol, and it's a cool looking figure, and he looks mean in that car back, really mean. And it was a hard choice to pick a number 3, but sorry, but he had to be number 3. I think this is definitely everyone's number 2, really, this figure, this ObiWan Kenobi. Darth Vader, I love it. The Dark Times, I love that sort of little bit underneath in the pill. That looks amazing. Everyone's saying this is one of the best Darth Vaders we've ever had. It's great. We get to have the saber, the ignited lightsaber, and we get to have sort of 2 extra hands, which is really nice. We get the punching hand, sort of the grip hand, and the pointing hand, so we can do the force. Isn't it such a cool figure, and the car back's really nice. It's that sort of standoff, isn't it, in the ObiWan Kenobi episode? I think it's a mine, or it's some sort of place, mining place or something. That was great to see Darth Vader sort of appear again. This is a great car back. I just do love that Dark Times. It's such a cool thing. And I've got to get myself another one of these and get it one out of the packaging. That's my number 2. Okay, my number 1 vintage collection figure of the year is the Stormtrooper. I think everyone loves this Stormtrooper. Everyone's been going mad for this one. It's got rocker ankles. That's the thing at the moment. Everyone wants rocker ankles. But the problem is you get rocker ankles and then you don't have the pegs underneath are too shallow, so you can't put a stand on them, which a lot of people are saying is, you know, it's a bit of a shame. There must be a way of moving the pegs on the heel. Maybe they could move the peg to the middle of the foot or something. I don't know. But otherwise, this is awesome figure, isn't it? And it's great to have it on that car back. Everyone loves this car back. I would like to see a different Stormtrooper car back though. Maybe something a little bit different. A close up or just maybe one helmet would be really nice. We've had it in the Rogue One car back. That's a nice car back as well. And of course, we've had the recent Empire Strikes Back one as well, which is I love that one with the orange glow. But this is the original, isn't it? And I love the detail they've actually put on the dots on the abdomen. You can actually see the grey and the sort of and the pale. It's a blue, because I mean, most people just put black dots, but that is the proper colours for the New Hope Stormtroopers. Originally, they had grey dots and 3 pale blue dots, which I really love. And of course, we've got this brilliant holster back now, so you could store your weapon somewhere, which is great. I think it would be really cool if we had some wrist, but you know, the old handcuff things. That would have been cool in there as well, a little. But there you go. It's still a classic Stormtrooper. You can't go bad with it. So yeah, there you go. There's my number 1 vintage collection figure. I think everyone would agree that this is definitely a number 1 for a lot of collectors. Well, thanks for watching my top 10 vintage collection figures of 2022. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm guessing some people have different opinions on their top 10. Of course, they are. All collectors are different. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe, leave some great comments, hit the old like button. And I just want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers, my patrons, and my channel members. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll see you on the next video, guys. See you later. Bye.